We all love our dogs like actual members of our family. We buy them the most expensive food. We invest in orthopedic beds. And we happily cancel our weekend plans just to stay home and cuddle with them. We do all of this with the absolute purest of intentions, to give them the happiest life possible. But there is a hard, uncomfortable truth that most dog owners desperately need to hear. Human love and canine biology do not speak the same language. Your dog's intelligence, their reactions, and their nervous system were shaped by 15,000 years of evolutionary biology, not by human social standards. Because of this massive biological translation error, the things you think are making your dog happy might actually be quietly damaging their nervous system. Every single mistake we are about to cover comes from love, but it is love that is missing crucial information. Welcome back to Petpsyche. Today, we are opening the behavioral psychology file to uncover the most common, well-intentioned mistakes that dog lovers make. To truly love a dog, we have to stop treating them like furry little humans and start respecting the incredible, instinct-driven animals they actually are. Here are 6 ways you are accidentally hurting your dog without realizing it, and how to fix them today. Number 1. The primate hug and learned helplessness. In the primate world, wrapping our arms around someone is the ultimate symbol of love and safety, but dogs are canines. In the physical language of a dog, reaching over their neck, pinning their shoulders, and removing their ability to move is a direct dominant signal or a physical threat. When you hug your dog, look closely at their face. Are their ears pinned back? Do they lick their lips? Can you see the whites of their eyes, what behaviorists call whale eye? They are not enjoying that hug, they are enduring it. The dogs that hold perfectly still and never pull away are often the most stressed. Over months of being hugged, they have realized that struggling does not work, so they shut down. Behaviorists call this learned helplessness, and it is not calm, it is defeat. Real canine affection looks like scratching behind the ears, sitting beside them, and letting them lean into you on their own terms. Number 2. The illusion of the guilty look. You come home, find a chewed-up shoe, and you raise your voice. Your dog immediately flattens their ears, tucks their tail, and avoids eye contact. You think they know what they did wrong. You think they feel guilty. They do not. A famous study published in the journal Behavioral Processes proved that the guilty look is actually an appeasement behavior, a direct response to your angry energy, not a confession of a crime. But here's the real damage. When you repeatedly yell at your dog, you are training their nervous system to associate your presence with unpredictability. An unpredictable owner is not a safe owner. Over time, your dog becomes hypervigilant, their baseline cortisol levels rise, and they stop offering playful behavior because play requires feeling safe. Redirect their behavior, reward the good, but stop projecting human guilt onto a canine brain. Number 3. Bypassing the neural reward system. You put a full bowl of food on the floor. They eat it in 45 seconds. It seems perfectly normal, but you are missing a massive psychological opportunity. Dogs evolved as hunters and scavengers. Their entire neural reward system, the parts of the brain that govern confidence, focus, and satisfaction, was built around the process of working for food sniffing, tracking, and problem solving. When you feed them from a standard bowl, that entire cognitive sequence gets bypassed completely. A bored brain generates anxiety. Studies show that dogs fed through cognitive enrichment like puzzle feeders, stuffed Kongs, or simply scattering their kibble in the grass show measurably lower anxiety and less destructive behavior. Let them work for their food. It gives them 20 minutes of deeply satisfying mental work that tires them out far better than a walk ever could. Number 4. The telegraph wire of stress. How many times have you said, "He's just a puller"? Leash pulling is not a personality trait. It is a trained behavior, and you accidentally trained it. Every single time you let your dog pull forward and kept walking. You taught them that pulling gets them exactly what they want. But a tight leash does more than ruin your walk. A leash is a direct, physical telegraph wire transmitting energy between you and your dog. Chronic leash tension triggers an opposition reflex in their body, sending a continuous neurological signal to their brain that says, "We are tense. We are restricted. There is danger nearby." The fix requires one uncomfortable thing: stop moving the exact moment the leash goes tight. They will pull harder at first. This is called an extinction burst, but if you stay consistent, they will learn that only a loose leash moves the walk forward. Number 5. Force spatial greetings. We all want our dogs to be friendly, which usually means forcing them to say hello to every strange dog on the street. But in the wild, dogs almost never greet each other head-on. It is considered incredibly rude and confrontational. Furthermore, when your dog is on a leash, you have completely removed their flight option in the fight or flight response. Forcing a trapped dog into a direct frontal greeting spikes their adrenaline. Over time, you are conditioning them to believe that every other dog in the environment is a source of high arousal or stress. This is the exact recipe for creating leash reactivity. Be the filter for your dog. Teach them to look at you for guidance, instead of engaging with every distraction on the sidewalk. Number 6. Missing the invisible calming signals. Your dog communicates distress in a subtle language that most humans are never taught to read. Because we miss these early warnings, dogs are forced to escalate their behavior. If your dog is yawning when they are not tired, that is a calming signal they are trying to de-escalate a stressful situation. If they lick their lips when there is no food around, or if they raise one paw slightly off the ground when a stranger approaches, they are telling you they are anxious. If they do a full-body wet dog shake when they are completely dry, that is a physical reset to release a spike of adrenaline. The difference between a dog who feels secure and a dog who acts out is not how much you love them. It is whether you know how to listen to these invisible signals. Recognizing these translation errors is how we rebuild trust. However, as we always do on Petpsyche, we must talk about the medical reality. If your dog has historically tolerated your hugs or physical touch, but recently they have started to suddenly freeze, growl, show their teeth, or physically duck away from your hands, do not assume they are just becoming stubborn. In canine psychology, a sudden, aggressive aversion to physical touch is almost never a behavioral problem. It is the number one indicator of hidden physical pain. Your dog might be suffering from silent osteoarthritis, a pinched nerve, or an ear infection. They are avoiding your touch because they know it is going to hurt. Whenever a behavioral rejection appears out of nowhere, stop the training and immediately book an appointment with your veterinarian. Every single mistake on this list comes from love that is simply missing the right information. You hug them because you love them. You put their food in a nice bowl to take care of them. None of this is malice, and all of it is fixable. Dogs are incredibly resilient, and their trust can always be rebuilt. Starting today, stop initiating primate hugs and let them come to you. Make their meals a puzzle to solve. Stop moving when the leash goes tight, and start reading the invisible language they have been speaking all along. Which of these 6 things surprised you the most? Have you ever noticed your dog yawning or lip-licking when they are stressed? Let me know in the comments below. If this video changed the way you see your dog, please hit that like button and subscribe to Petpsyche. We are here every week to decode the fascinating science behind everything your pet does. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.